time.
Oh, God.
Come on, Mama. Come
You know what, guys? I'm going to leave.
Tear my swag off.
Swaggy P won a game in the most Swaggy P of all ways. He actually stole the ball from a teammate, got the game-winning 3, topped it all off with D'Angelo Russell's ice in the veins celebration. Lakers are above 500, and they might make the playoffs. Here's Swaggy.
Play with design for somebody else.
Yeah, you kind of stole the pass from Lou. You know that, right?
Yeah, I think they should have put, give me a steal for that,
So Baxter Holmes writes, the shot marked one more example of Young's remarkable turnaround from his past 2 seasons. Only a few months ago, he believed the Lakers would trade him. Now he's in the Lakers starting lineup and considered one of their best perimeter defenders and most reliable scorers. Is this young man turning into a real basketball player?
Well, I wasn't against him necessarily. I mean, some players just take a little bit longer to become what they're supposed to become. Look at J.R. Smith. I mean, he too was sort of kind of like a crazy guy, gunned a lot. Now he's a valuable player of a championship-winning team. So I think he's always been a real player, but now he's becoming a rely-upon player.
Yeah, I mean, you think about this guy 3 years ago, before Byron Scott, averaged 18 points for the Lakers, had a tremendous season, was in the running for 6th man of the year. So he's been a good player in the NBA before. With that said, has he ever been a leader? Has he ever been someone you can count on? This is interesting. He's a veteran. He's a guy who's been through the fire. He's a guy who's had all the experiences down and out and resurrecting his career. If I'm a young guy on that team, I look up to Nick Young.
You do?
I look up to him because this seems like a guy who's got
Just from age?
Yeah, and you know,
he's played well too.
He's played. He's played a lot longer than a lot of these guys. But another thing too, Luke Walton coming here, I think that really helped him out a lot by having another former player there that he can relate to. I've been going to the games and I can see these guys on the sideline, and there's a different energy. It is. There's
Get him, Mama.
There's a different energy.
Stole a pass from a teammate. If that had not gone
Okay,
in,
I
we'd
did
be
say
like,
that.
what a clown.
No, that's a good thing. If you're a Laker fan, you're happy because Lou Williams didn't want that moment. I learned in football, attack the ball. In football, they say attack the ball. If it's a 50-50 ball, whoever wants it most is the one that goes and gets it. Go, Nick Young.
Speaking of football, he's also a pretty good running back, because had you take a look at the number of steps that he took in order to get the shot up.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of shots.
Did you count 4? I counted 5, to be honest. What do you mean?
I think, and all kidding aside, we gave up on traveling a long time ago.
Look at that.
It's not
It's like he's on Dance with the Stars.
Traveling, that's not schoolyard. Like,
It's not a
traveling
rule
in a schoolyard.
anymore.
They don't do that
Yeah, you
anymore.
only call traveling in the gym.
Hold on.
Right, yeah.
Traveling is like 3.5
Get your roll on.
Traveling is 3.5 steps. Traveling is like you switch pivot feet. That dude got the ball and ran 5 steps and then shot
Look,
it.
he just added a step just now. It's 5 steps now.
Lou Williams did not want it, and I'm glad Nick Young went and saved the day.
Y'all-
But it could have been ugly. It could have been ugly.
No, it probably could have been, and it has been before. It's not like we don't have past or history on this guy. Can we please just run the fun video, please? You're going to tell me
He had
that
the ball.
this dude is gone,
What? What's
and
wrong
that
with
now
that?
we have like this mature guy
What's
who
wrong with a
steals
720?
passes for teammates.
You've seen a 720 layup before. Stop that. Stop. That a 720? That was a 720. He tried it.
I mean, yep, made it.
Look, it's what? Steph Curry does that sometimes, no?
Yeah, but it goes in.
It goes in.
It's
A little different. Only the ending. Only the
50-50
ending.
shot, it goes in. Let's talk football. After missing much of the season with a fractured bone in his shoulder, the oft-injured Robert Griffin III returned to practice today with the Browns. Now, there is a chance he could play again this year. I do want to remind everyone, this is a dude who gets hurt a lot, and the Browns haven't done a really good job of protecting their quarterback. That's fair. I'm not ripping anybody.
This is true.
What? Okay.
Huh?
Is there a rush? Is there anything for him to get back on that field this season? That's the point.
Well, for me, it's just a rush for confidence. It's not a rush for your job security because your coach has not won a ball game. So if anybody has to go in this situation, you'll look at Hugh Jackson before you look at a quarterback who got hurt in the first game. So RG3, you're safe with your job, but go out there and get some confidence in the latter part of the season.
Being a former player, I will always say that former players should protect themselves. They're not going to the playoffs. They got no way of winning anything. Their season is over. And I would go and tell a teammate, say, hey, you might want to think about rushing back. I think in RG3 situation, he has to play.
Yeah,
He has to play. He has to get on the field because he might not be auditioning for the Browns next year. They might be coming in and cleaning house with everybody. You just don't know. So I think he has. I think he has to get on the field and prove himself. If not, he might not have another shot.
I agree. There is a reason why he's with the Cleveland Browns because nobody else wanted you, dude. Nobody else wanted you. So what does that mean? That they don't believe in you. And this was your one opportunity to tell the league that I'm back because you haven't been anything since your rookie year. And now you've just been sitting on the bench. And, oh, by the way, there's a monetary reason for it as well. You're owed $6 million next season.
You're in a political world, and as our president-elect says, that's a little truthful hyperbole right there because he was wanted by others. The Jets, he went on the trips to the other teams.
He went on some trips.
Yeah, he went on trips. He's just what he demanded, what he wanted, and what he could get.
What could have been if he'd gone to the Jets?
I mean, let's not go all the way in on RG3.
I could have gone to the Jets, but you know what? Let me get that worst team. Let me get that one. That's what I want.
That's the scariest ones to go to. Seriously, that's the scariest ones to go to because you go to the worst teams and you don't perform well. That might be it for you.
Could be
you know what? I actually started the morning thinking, oh, it's depressing. What's the point? But you guys talked me into it. I feel like maybe he does need to get out there
for his
and
branding.
do something.
For his branding and confidence, he needs to get out there. Heck yeah.
Let's talk some Thanksgiving football, shall we? Washington rookie running back Robert Kelly's really, I don't know what that was, really come on for his team in recent weeks, but ahead of Washington's big Thanksgiving game against the Cowboys, he got a little too into the rivalry. Here's a listen.
Redskins Cowboys, a big rivalry.
I already know.
For 40 years or more. What do you know about it?
I know nobody here like the Dallas Cowgirls.
Oh, the Cowgirls. I got you.
It's funny because they're boys, but I call them girls. That's
Shut the hell up, dude.
He's
on a football team named up the racial slur. Native American.
That ain't his fault. We gonna say I'm not playing.
And now here you are. You're gonna be like, I'm just gonna misgender because it's funny. It's not funny, man. Grow up.
Yeah, the reason why I don't like that, for one, you're a rookie. I'll never forget the first day I put on pads, right? And the guy by the name of Lorenzo Neal, Hall of Fame fullback, pulled me to the side and say, hey, Rook, don't poke the bear.
Oh.
Don't poke the bear. What this young kid need to realize, don't poke the bear. Dallas is not a team you want to start doing that with right now. And two, don't forget, you might have to go to them one day. You might have to be playing for them one day.
You have officially become media. You sitting there acting like that right now. You're doing bench presses and getting prepared for the game. You're like, oh, he called us Cowgirls. Two more reps. You're going to do the same thing.
If that was a proven guy, then you can accept a little bit different. But he's a rookie. He just started.
Who cares if you're a rookie or you're a 10-year vet, all pro? It doesn't matter. It's just words. It's just names. If you're going to prepare, you're going to prepare.
Cowgirls,
more work.
You wouldn't lay on him a little bit longer.
I'm going to give him the business.
It's not insulting.
That forearm just going to lay there a little bit longer.
I think that's the problem. It's like the weakest attempt at being
the lowest
funny.
hanging fruit.
It's so weak.
It's fruit on the ground.
You know what? I was back on bus 14 in Trophy Club. That's just what happened. Ooh, you called a boy a girl. Everybody's going to fall apart now.
Lock the lock.
I don't think it's about boy and girl. It's just opposite.
Most definitely boy and girl.
I think
that's when they say you run like a girl.
Right. You throw like
no, it's like lights out, and I say lights in or lights on or something like that. People do that. It's not.
Do you want to edit it where we take that out of the rear?
Off the tank we go. Waka 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 block 'em. Okay, big dog. Okay. Let's go, baby.
It's time for Dat Dude's Dudes. Here's Michelle Beadle and Dat Dude.
What a way to go into the holiday weekend with some Dat Dudes. For those of you, and let's be honest, who doesn't know what this is by now, but could you remind them?
Yeah, Dat Dudes are the unheralded, the ones who really make the highlights, not the one that they show on the highlight reel, but the one who did the dirty work. And it's a guy that usually doesn't have a name, but this week's going to be a little different, an exception. We got a rich guy in here today. What a big name. But let's start off with our honorable mention dude, who is Alex Okafor of the Arizona Cardinals. He went to the lost and found. We're going to see Alex Okafor on the defensive line. As you can see him lined up. What happens here? Alex Okafor comes around on the loop and gets the sack. Now, this is beautiful. Watch the technique that he shows on this play. The first thing is he comes off the line of scrimmage and he misses pinning the inside shoulder. Now, that's a bad thing, except Lost and found. I found the armpit and the chest. So now he gets to that position. Uh-oh, look at that puppet he turns him into because he has him up in the air, puts him on the dance floor, and puts him in the worst position on the football field. An offensive tackle staring at his quarterback. So now they take a little dance to the quarterback, and you can see my man Alex Okafor going in for the sack.
That
Tremendous
poor
play.
guy.
Tremendous play. We are always taught, pin that shoulder. But he got the armpit and he got the chest, and then offensive tackle had to react, got caught up in the air. Play over, brother.
Really weird. Third place, who you got?
Third place goes to Jonathan Kongbo.
Ooh.
University of Tennessee. Let's go to the collegiate level. You didn't fool me. That's right. This dude goes to class, as you can see. Now he comes in the sack. Oh, no!
Wow.
It was going to be a sack. He thought and said it. I'm going to take a pick six interception. Let me tell you why he didn't get fooled. He comes off the line of scrimmage, and in his mind, he's thinking, uh-oh, scan the field, beat the double team, I'll get to the quarterback. That's all you have to do, right? So he's in that moment thinking, I'm going to split this double team and get to that quarterback. So I start to part the sea, and this is starting to look a little too easy. And now we're coached on the defensive line. Once that happens, put your foot in the ground, brakes, stop right there. Something's going on right behind you. And he knows it, he smells it, he takes it, and he goes to the house with that. A tremendous play, not only of the athleticism show, but the cerebral capacity to know in that moment they're trying to fool you and it's not going to work.
Some look easier than others. That one looked pretty easy.
It looked easy,
Yeah.
except he had to go to the classroom to make that play. That wasn't about physical brawn. That was about upstairs right there.
All right, silver medalist.
Second place goes to Mike Daniels
sure.
of the Green Bay Packers. Now, you talk about Portly? We got one right
How
here.
dare you.
Now we're going to see Mike Daniels lined up, the left defensive tackle position. Mike Daniels gets off the ball. Oh, look at that steer right there. And a tackle for loss. Now, a flat back is a flat line, and we're going to see why on this play. Now, typically, guys get off the ball, they shoot their arms like this because it's easier and it's actually less painful. That's one way to coach it, but not He's going back to the old school where you butt and bench. Look at that head. The head gets in there first, and then you use your arms to bench press them. And what does that do? That shocks the offensive lineman and gives them a flat back. In that position, that offensive lineman is in trouble. Now you use your arms to bench press them, so you got the butt and the bench. Steer them, and then you get the tackle for the loss. Tremendous play right there from my man Mike Daniels.
Some big dudes. That was a battle right there.
Oh, yeah.
All right, this week's winner.
This week's winner is a big timer. I must admit it. Full disclaimer, but hey, he deserves it. It's my man Olivier Vernon of the New York Football Giants. Finding your pot of gold. And I'm not talking about that big contract he signed in the offseason either. I'm talking about on this play right here, lined up at right defensive end, coming around the corner. Amazing technique for the sack. Now, look how this goes down. This is a read step. It's play action pass. So he's playing the run first. So as he gets off the line of scrimmage, not an explosive step. He's doing a gather step just to do it. And all of a sudden he realizes pass, pass, pass. Flips those hips. Amazing flip of the hips. And then once he realizes pass, he grabs for the cloth. And he finds the cloth. He finds a pot of gold. You never see this in the NFL. You see it in college, but not the NFL. I'll explain it later. So he turns his hips, he grabs the jersey, and next thing you know, offensive lineman, you're done. And Jay Cutler, you're done as well. Amazing arm over swim move that you rarely see at the NFL level.
And as if getting that big deal wasn't, we have swag! Olivier Vernon, you just got yourself one of these brand new hot off the press t-shirts.
That's right.
What are we going to do, send it to him or does he have to come get it?
We're going to send it to him so he can add it to the
him.
$100 million he got this offseason.
I mean, I feel like this will rank high up there.
It will. So we got all that going on, but let me explain to you what was amazing about that play and why I made an exception for him. Let's look at this right here. We got my man Mike Daniels of the Green Bay Packers. Look at this jersey. Perfect jersey. You understand what I'm talking about? No, you don't. This is perfect because it's double-side tape on his jersey. Come on out here, Tucker. Oh, no. Oh, never mind, Tucker. You know who I want? Sean Merriman out here.
Tucker.
That's right, a real NFL player.
A good face.
Now, I'm going to demonstrate to you what is going on here. We pay an equipment manager big money to double-side tape our shoulder pads, and then he has to put perfectly our jersey on those shoulder pads. So at the NFL level, it's impossible to grab jersey. But you saw Olivier Vernon find a guy who obviously is cheap and didn't pay his equipment manager, found some jersey and was able to do an arm over swim swim move. That works in college when you don't have money, but in the pros, it never supposed to happen. That was an amazing play, taking advantage of a guy.
How much are you paying that guy?
That was a good move.
How much you paying?
That was a great move.
Like, what's normal?
I don't want to say it. It should be a little more. It should be a little more than it was.
I should have asked you. How can people help you out with these?
Oh, they could go online, go on Twitter, #ThatDudesDudes. Send in any level. It could be Pop Warner. We don't care. And maybe next week you'll be on the show and you can get a T-shirt of your own.
You can get one of these.
Is this free for me?
Yeah, that's for you. We'll be back. First, E40 stopped by our show yesterday, talk a little NBA. Take a listen. Those are nice. I went on the old Google machine to learn about sprinkle me.
Hey.
As a phrase.
Sprinkle me, man.
And I'm probably making a fool of myself, and that's fine because that's what I do here. How do you feel about LeBron trolling your team?
He been trolling my team?
Yeah, very much so, yes.
I ain't even been tripping. Hey, we'll see him I'll be courtside picking with him like I did, on the last finals and whatnot.
Russell Westbrook shows up, play the Warriors,
and
a photographer's
What happened to him?
Y'all handled him, man.
Westbrook is a great player, but we handled that.
They did. They handled
that, man. That was a very important game for us.
Very.
We lost the next game, but
It's all right.
Y'all lost to the Lakers.
Lost to the Lakers on top of them.
How do you feel about Drake? Drake bumping into KD. Well, how do you feel about Drake anyways? But also bumping into KD.
I rock with Drake, but Drake got to find him a team. Drake, find you a team, man. All over the place, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm Warriors, man. Yeah. he comes to the Warriors games all the time. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, he doesn't have a team,
But
really.
he everywhere. He'll be at tennis games and whatnot.
This next piece of video is embarrassing for everybody who has to see it and who did it. This is Zaza Pachulia doing that. What say you?
I didn't see no video. What happened?
Sporting News is reporting that Under Armour lost about $600 million after Foot Locker said sales of Steph Curry's new shoe were a little softer than they expected. What do we do about this?
I don't know.